Hello and welcome to Realtor Rentals. I'm Susie Rogers here with my husband David Williams. We're the owners of Northside Video here in McMinnville, Tennessee, and good to see everybody back. I know a lot of you are probably getting to buy a lot of graduation presents about now, and kids are graduating from kindergarten, 8th grade, high school, it just goes on, college a little bit already.
Just, it's unbelievable how many graduations we get to have in life. But then, heck, all of a sudden, after high school and 8th grades and stuff, it just sort of goes.
You know what amazes me is how fast the time goes. It's not been, it seems like, duh. And we were Christmasing in the first of the year, and now we're sliding into the middle of the year. And I've been trying to get you to do a big Christmas in July thing at the video store. We still hadn't decided on that.
Right, well, we got to be working on that. July is right around the corner. But we'll have to think on that. Needless to say, we got 4 unusual movies.
2, that's a little similar.
But definitely different.
Oh, different, yeah.
We even got an Academy Award winner here.
We do, don't we?
So, needless to say, this first one, though, takes a little twist on.
This is what they classify as a comedy horror, okay?
All right.
All right. Okay, saying that, let's take a look at the trailer for Lisa Frankenstein.
Are you hot burning? Lisa! Does he have more of a basketball bod or a football bod?
He doesn't play sports. I tend to his grave. I talk to him. I wish I was with you.
That's really weird, Lisa.
You hear that? I'm sure it's the girl next door. She's very odd.
Your hand? I can't believe you're here. Do you like music? I have the cure. Oh, not that kind of cure. They can't make you better. I mean, they can, but like emotionally. No, don't cry. Your tears smell so bad. Send it back.
You need a friend.
No? I love it. It's not really my style.
When you're in doubt.
Lisa looks good.
She could probably even do pageants if she had congeniality. Your daughter is a little psycho.
I opened my glorious home to an ungrateful little.
I want to help you, but
Taffy says it's a waste of time to try and fix a boy. It's better just accept a guy's flaws.
oh, that's so cute. I have an idea. That hand is going to do terrible things.
You are being admitted. Inpatient. Lockdown.
I could get the clink for life or the electric chair. You know anything about the disappearance of a student? I'm not making any more comments. You can talk to my lawyer.
Really hope this goth phase ends soon.
You need a friend.
That was a trailer for Lisa Frankenstein, rated PG from Universal. This stars Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse. Now, I think we all are familiar with Cole Sprouse. He's a good-looking guy. He's been in some, I think, Bruce Willis movies as a sidekick and some, maybe on Yellowstone.
So.
I'm not for sure because I don't watch Yellowstone. Sorry, guys, but that's not my cup of tea. But this movie now. This was a funny little horror movie.
It was, and how her connection to him at the cemetery and how all of a sudden she almost wheels him back.
Yeah, from the dead, Sometimes you got to watch for what you wish for.
Right, and all of a sudden it also gives you a bad feeling about tanning beds.
Definitely.
But of course now, as far as if you've seen him in these other things, you're not going to recognize him real well in this one.
Not on the get-go.
No, he starts getting better as the movie goes on. But needless to say, the hey, we got to put parts back together and how we get there. Now, he's not a very remorseful fella here whenever he's figuring out how to put himself back together.
Well, when you're a zombie, do you have any remorse?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Sort of smell bad too.
That's what she said, even his tears stunk.
So this movie right here was one that it made a theatrical release, had good money put behind it.
I think it pushed the PG-13 envelope a little hard
A little hard there, yeah.
with the violence.
But, and you know, sort of had the goth feel that all of a sudden the more that she become more in tune with him, she became a little different too. So it was,
She came out of her shell, to say the least.
yes, and you know, needless to say, bringing him back. So it was definitely an interesting little film.
You know, I felt like it, well, of course, it had that Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Had a little bit of a Cinderella story in it too, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It sure did.
So, but it's a good little fun movie if you like that horror comedy thing, and the visual on it was great. I mean, they really did well with costuming and makeup. That was really good. Okay, so let's take a twist to another type of love story. Let's look at the trailer for Upgraded.
Look at that. This is actually a depiction of a swan. But what do you see? What do you feel?
I feel you don't live here.
Ronnie!
She could stay here, but I can't get a dog.
She's my sister. There's a difference. Today's a big day for Anna. They're doing one of those big auctions.
If I want to work at a top art gallery, I gotta get a good recommendation. And there's no better recommendation than Claire DuPont.
Good morning, everyone. Erwin's clients are about to walk through that door, and I will not allow them to see anything less than perfection. You. What's that massive oil spill on the back of your shirt?
It's not like we work for a sociopathic perfectionist or anything. Oh, God.
Hello?
It's Claire, your boss. I need an extra assistant.
I just got invited to go to London with Claire DuPont.
You're not on this flight.
I put you on one that leaves in 4 hours. An economy.
You just been upgraded.
First class?
I'm William. What brings you to London?
Our London branch has called in the director of the New York office.
Wow, you seem a bit young to be the director.
Yeah, the youngest director in company history.
If you're not too busy being a swanky art director, I would love to take you out.
I lied to him about so many things.
You are here for work, not for play.
I got you the reservation. Tickets for this evening.
Can you invite me inside?
Excuse me. What happened to your manners, Downton Abbey?
Mum, she's the director of an auction house in New York.
I would like
You in charge of my auction.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm jealous of your Hannah Montana lifestyle.
Santos!
A word, please.
You're a New Yorker, and being a New Yorker means that you fight every single day. Rocky Balboa said that.
Isn't he from Philly?
He moved there from Brooklyn.
That was the trailer for Upgraded, rated R, from MGM Pictures. This stars Camelia Mendez and Archie Renault in our lead roles. And this sort of reminded me of an Anne Hathaway movie. I can't think of the name of it, it don't matter, but it did remind me of an Anne Hathaway movie.
Well, this sort of almost had a little bit of a Hallmark type thing too.
Yeah, another sort of Cinderella
Right,
type.
a little bit harder edge with the R rating, you know. Of course, you know, this is one of them things where whenever, you know, they seen her being not taken real good care of, and the other two co-workers giving her a hard time, and then all of a sudden somebody upgrades her and it turns into a whole different outlook.
Oh yeah, and she just sort of flows with it instead of owning up to.
Which turned out all right.
Well, yeah.
In a way, but it was sure a roller coaster of a ride to get there. And how all of a sudden this one little deception turns into this whole big ball of wax that needs to be sort of fine-tuned throughout the movie, but then all of a sudden, whenever you have to ante up, it gets a little sticky too,
Yeah.
you know, but.
Yeah, when that wax melts, it just...
Yeah, it's a sort of a big mess, but I thought that they did a fun job with it. It's a fun, enjoyable movie to watch, and that's something that we've not had a whole lot of, is comedies come through.
Not little romantic comedies or any kind of comedies.
So, take a good look at Upgraded.
Upgraded. There was one I want to mention that we watched that I don't think we reviewed. The one, It's Not You.
It's Not You.
Where the two people met the one night, and then she overheard him bad-mouthing her because she left.
Oh, yeah. You Again? Or Anyway, we'll be reviewing that one, I'm sure.
We may or may not, but come through the video and tell me that one y'all couldn't remember and you fumbled around on, you know. I'll know exactly which one it is.
Right.
It's a good movie. But let's take a look. Now, this is another biography we're going to look at. Dave knows about these people, this family. Susie's out on this family, but it was a really good movie and it made me cry. Let's take a look at the trailer for The Iron Claw.
Ever since I was a child, people said my family was cursed. Mom tried to protect us with God. Pop tried to protect us with wrestling. He said if we were the toughest, the strongest, nothing could ever hurt us. I believed him. We all did.
Morning.
Pants tomorrow, please, David.
Carrie, I want you to join your brothers in the ring. Yes, sir. I love that.
Now, we all know Carrie's my favorite, then Kev, then David, then Mike. But the rankings can always change.
What do you want in life, Kevin Von Erich?
More ribs? I want to be with my family. You know, be with my brothers.
What do you like to do with your brothers?
Together, we can do anything.
We're here to restore justice to the Wrestling Federation that our father built with his own two hands. The hands that were passed down to us. The hands that will deliver the Iron Claw to you.
So what do you think? Like we're alive.
I love your family, Kevin.
You gonna be an uncle? Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that makes me so happy.
I'll talk to you about something, Mom. Dad's too tough on us. You gotta say something.
Baby, that's what your brothers are for.
Feel that? You feel that? That's pressure.
You're pushing too hard.
I'm fine, kid. Seriously, I'm just sick.
I'm scared, man. It all out of control.
Terrible accident.
I should have stopped him. I need to think about my family.
Your job is to wrestle. Live up to that deal, or we are through.
I told you to look out for him!
I just love being out there with you guys. It's the only thing that matters to me.
The Bonners will forever be the greatest family in the history of wrestling.
That was a trailer for The Iron Claw, rated R, from A24 Entertainment. This stars Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, and our lead Rose. And this is a story of three brothers and a wrestling family.
Well, it's the Van Helsing family out of Canada. They were big with your NWA, the predecessor to WCW, you know, because the three brothers fought the Fabulous Thunderbirds in Atlanta and won the title. You know, the one brother was chosen to fight Ric Flair, and due to some tragic situations didn't, so the dad picked the other brother to wrestle him. That changed sort of the history. And this family had a tragic history.
They sure did. They had bad luck after bad luck after bad luck.
You know, and it was sort of like a family curse that seemed to follow through all generations. you know,
Had their father been a wrestler too?
he had, but I think he was always looking for that glory, and he never was able to get it because when their dad was a wrestler, there wasn't a lot of glory in wrestling. There wasn't a lot of money made in it. You know, a lot of times, really before the NWA and the WWF, or, you know, the money wasn't there. You did a lot of traveling, you did a lot of working, you got a lot of injuries, but you didn't get paid a lot.
Would this been during the time that, like, for people here in Middle Tennessee, like Bearcat Brown and Tojo Yamamoto, would their father have wrestled in that time?
Yes, that era right there. And then they got more into as Ted Turner started to own Atlanta wrestling, you know, that brought Tommy Rich in and things of that nature. They were all in that. And, you know, probably did 4 or 5 shows a week in different cities and was on the road and traveled. And
then you had to work out.
Yeah, so, but it was definitely a touching story. The R rating on it is definitely well deserved. And how really they say a sport, but wrestling in itself took a toll on their families, their extended families, everything. So,
Sure did.
But, you know, that fight for glory.
Well, that was The Iron Claw. It's a touching movie. I'd recommend it to anybody. But our last trailer for today is our Academy Award nominee. This is a trailer for Poor Things.
This is Bella. Bella, this is Mr. McCandles.
Hello, Bella.
Oh, she's an experiment.
Good evening.
Her brain and her body are not quite synchronized. But she's progressing at an accelerated pace.
Tell me, where did she come from?
I shall. For it is a happy tale.
I am Bella Baxter, and there is a world to enjoy, circumnavigate.
It is the goal of all to progress, grow, and plotting her course to freedom. How delightful.
Oh.
That was the trailer for Poor Things, rated R, from Searchlight Entertainment. This stars Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, and Willem Dafoe in our lead characters. And here again, it's sort of a take on the Frankenstein story.
Yeah, needless to say, this is a lot more grittier. And Emma Stone did win for her role, Best Actress. This is set about, what would you say, the 1900s?
Early 1900s, yeah.
You know, and you got Emma Stone playing this adult woman with the mind of a baby. And here she's going through, growing at a rapid rate, the mind is, but it's still in a simplistic way. And needless to say, the Mark Ruffalo character, she's falls for him, but yet it's hard to develop the feelings and things.
That's a twist to that story too, which we don't want to give away.
Right.
But now, we don't want people to get confused, think your TV's not working, but some of this movie's in black and white.
Yeah, because whenever it's black and white, it's good black and white. And then when it transfers into the color, it is just a very vivid. You know, costuming, settings and stuff. Now, I'll have to say, there's more sexual-oriented scenes in this film than what a lot of people could be comfortable with, maybe.
This is definitely not for your, I would say people, they need to take the R rating to heart, and they need to be at least 18 to watch this movie.
And, you know, we've had several people that's come through that said, man, that was a lot harder movie than what I thought. So it's not for the faint of heart. It's definitely one that she deserves the award for it, her role, and she plays a variety of characters. She's the same character, but a variety of different personalities through the film.
Right.
So
as her mind grows, her personality changes. So the way she acts on stage had to change also.
right, and then all of a sudden it starts enlightening at the end of the film, enlightening how she got to where she's at now. So take a good look at it. It was surprised me that it maybe didn't win more awards than what it did, but then it had a lot of hard competition.
Well, it was nominated for Best Picture, I believe, also, and just a hard-hitting movie, and does have some comedic parts in it. It's not like it's not humorous or entertaining. It's just, it's a tough mixture between the adult and the comedy. But it's a good movie to take a look at. And, you know, don't look over it. Box art on it is not good, I'll tell you. Being in the movie business with Dave for 37 years, that was really poor box art. Yeah, it don't jump out and say, hey, watch me, which some of them do, and when you get them home, they're like, boy, this wasn't what the box looked like.
Yeah.
That's the bad part. That could be fooling. But that was our show for today, and we hope to see you back next week on Reels to Rentals.